on the light to the fuse, so let's blow out. Let me entertain you. Come to muse on the light to the fuse, so let's blow out.
This is Mus from MKSURVIVAL again, part 3 of the top Lite tripper in the woods. We're going to attempt to get some shavings for fire making, and then later on we're going to chop some wood and sort of clear some branches and stuff. So if you've already seen part 1 and part 2, this is the lead up to part 3 with the top Lite tripper. Let's see how well it does shaving the wood. Yeah, get back, Hayes, get back. It's actually doing it very well. It's an absolute gem at the moment. As you can see, we're making quite good feather sticks here. Going through it no problem at all. Oh, this is absolutely a gem to work with, this knife. It's actually doing this better than I thought it would. Oops, we've gone straight into a knot here, so it's making a little bit more of a hard work than it should be. Let's move around. There's the belly portion of the knife. As you can see there, no problem at all. As you can see, straight through there to make a tempeh. Ready? Yep, no problem at all. As you see, that was at least double the thickness of the other bit of wood. Kind of coming up to its limits. I suppose it can do a little bit more thicker than this actual wood here, but if you needed to do some light batoning, which is not really recommended, but as you can see, it's more than capable of doing so. There you go. Oh, we have a knot here. Let's see how we're going to get through this knot. Yep, no problem. Once it got straight through there, it walked through quite easily. There you go. So as you can see, light batoning, no problem at all for the Trekker Lite, Tops Lite Trekker. There you go. Let's move on to something else now. As you see, once you get your finger into this part here, into this portion, and you can move the knife up like I said in the first review, it actually makes your life a lot easier to clear branches out. These are quite thick just to be clearing sort of the limbs off, so obviously if you had a heavier knife it's going to make it a lot easier, but if need be, as you can see, you can still get the job done. There you go. Let's see how well this ferrocerium rod here and magnesium fire starter work to create fire. Obviously it's going to be very difficult to get a fire. As you can see, it's super wet everywhere on the floor. It's just, there's drips of water coming off every leaf you can think of. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. Let's just see how well the magnesium, I'll use this little notch here to get the magnesium off. As you can see, don't know if you can pick that up, but it is scraping off quite nicely using this little notch here. Don't know if the camera's picking that up, it should be. Nicely. But let's see how well this actually strikes. Whoops. Well, it's not striking too well at the moment. Maybe this needs to clear up, all the black stuff off of this ferrocerium rod needs to clear up before we can actually get some sparks out. Let's just try and clear it up a bit. Oh, here we go. It's actually works a lot better using that notch, which I don't like using, especially when they've created a part on top of the knife for the ferrocerium rod. Yeah, just see a spark then. There you go. Now we're getting some sparks. Whoops, that wasn't very good. Doesn't work too well, mind you. It's a bit of an effort using the top of this. Maybe I haven't got the technique right or anything, but I can definitely see silver on the ferrocerium rod now. Let's see. There you go. If I move the ferrocerium rod back, again, we're not creating good sparks here. If I move down to the notch part of the where that little notching is on the knife, there you go. Look at the amount of sparks I'm getting now. So doesn't work too well up here. See how well the sparks would work with a bit of cotton wool soaked in some Vaseline. Let's get some magnesium on there as well. Not that we shouldn't need to. But again, I'll try the top portion of that knife again. Doesn't work too well. We're not going to have much luck getting the fire going today, guys. Even with a bit of wool and Vaseline. that is now covered, soaked with water. Tops need to work on this portion for fire making. Quite disappointing. Maybe I need to shave off some more of the black coating along the edge. I'm pretty sure that once that goes a little bit, it's going to throw out sparks much better than it is now. But straight out the box, or not even out the box, not too good. Well, bit of a disappointment that is, because it is really gonna start messing up the back portion of my knife if I keep using that. Was from MKSURVIVAL signing out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry that we couldn't get a fire going today, but we'll try again.
So Mus, what do you think about the knife then, in the forest?
Okay with what we reviewed, cutting through the sort of wood, carving, light chopping, light batoning, does all of them really well, but when it comes to fire making, a massive disappointment with the top of the spine.
Would it be a knife you would carry in the forest?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt, because its other attributes is absolutely fine.